What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Pisces Sun sign friends. If you were born between the dates of February 19th and March 20th, then you're a Pisces Sun sign, and this video is for you. I blinked and it disappeared. I don't know what happened to October, but it flew by in a blur. But that means we're at Halloween, we're at Samhain. It's time to get in the festive mode, even though I've been kind of in the mood all month doing some darker readings with some darker decks, but we're really getting into it today with a special Halloween Samhain spread. And this reading is basically designed to take a snapshot of the present energies, look at what you've been doing well, what you need to improve on, and what you can do to move forward on your path in a better way. I've got some crystal allies here today to help out with the reading. I've got my black obsidian skull, very on theme. His name is Archibald, and he's here to make sure that we're not afraid to look at the shadow. Okay, thank you, Archibald. And I also have my Scarlet Temple Lemurian. This is to make sure our energies stay high vibe, but at the same time well grounded. It's a very unique crystal. It does both very well, so that's what its role is in today's reading. And we're going to be using the Dark Grimoire Tarot. This is one of the darker decks I have, but you know, it's Halloween, it's Samhain, so that's what we're going to do. Alright, so let's get into it. The first card we're going to look at I call the Life card, and it represents what to embrace at this time for my Piscean Sun sign friends. And we've got the Ace of Cups, or the Ace of Chalices. And, you know, generally, Ace of Cups, new emotions coming in, and I think you should embrace them. You know, it seems like many of you may have some new emotions coming in at this time, or having recently come in, or will be coming in the very near future, and I think you should embrace them. New emotions bring new lessons, and I'm not saying they're going to be great emotions, I'm not saying they're going to be bad emotions, I'm just saying whatever they are, feel them. But don't feel them to the point where you allow them to control you, right? Just as you can allow your ego mind to control you, you can also allow your heart and your emotions to control you. Nothing should be controlling you except your soul, okay? So what I mean to say is that analyze these new emotions and look at these new emotions and figure out what they're trying to tell you, and then discard them. Just like that. Boop. Oh, I figured out why I feel sad. Okay, get rid of it. Now I know what adjustments to make, right? Right. Alright, this card is the Death card, and it represents what to let go of this Halloween or Samhain season, and we've got the Justice card. The feeling I'm getting from this is you should let go of the idea that things need to come when you think they should come. That, you know, I worked hard so I should get spoils tomorrow. You know, let the universe do its thing. The universe is it's gonna be fair in the end. Trust me. It may not happen this week for you, whatever you're hoping for. It may not happen next year. It may not happen this lifetime. It may never happen. But what you need will happen, right? The universe is going to bring you what you need, not necessarily what you want. So I think holding on to this idea of, you know, I deserve this, this, and this is kind of ludicrous. It's basically saying, oh, the universe, who are you? I'm gonna fight against you. it's like turning your back on the ocean. You're gonna lose. I'm sorry. So it's better to go with the flow and just allow the universe to bring you what it brings you when it brings it to you. If you don't like what the universe is bringing to you, then you got to look inwardly. It's not the universe's fault. It's not a fault with, you know, your friends, your family, your work, your community. It's your fault. I'm starting to go on a tangent, so let's just leave it at, let go of the idea that things have to happen when you want them to happen. Let's just leave it at that. Okay. Alright, so let's go on to this card, which represents your courage. This is how you've been strong and brave in the recent past, or now even. And we've got the Eight of Chalices, Eight of Cups. Oh, okay. I think you've been very brave at turning away from what doesn't serve you. Right? I just talked about the Ace of Cups and saying that you should embrace this new emotional energy but not get too caught up with it. This card is basically telling me you don't really get caught up with it. You say, oh, that's not serving me. I'm going to remove that from my life. So you've been very courageous with that. Not everyone is able to do that. A lot of people will go down with the ship. Okay? That's just how it'll go. You know, sometimes I'll watch a movie and 10 minutes into it, I'm like, this movie sucks. But guess what? I watched the whole thing because I don't have that courage to just turn it off and not know how it ended. So that's why I try not to watch bad movies, because I just have to finish it. I can't turn it off. So I mean, I'm stuck for 2 hours watching something that's terrible. So I try to do read reviews before. Why am I talking about this? Let's move on to the next card. Okay, this card represents your fears. What you fear at this time, and we've got the Two of Pentacles. I said this for another sign. You fear getting stabbed in a dark alley. No, that's not what it is. Give me a moment. I'm getting the feeling that you fear the daily grind bringing you down. Okay? Maybe a lot of you are trapped in jobs that are maybe hourly wages and you're doing some menial tasks, or maybe you're a salaried position but you're doing it for the cash because you need it and it's not necessarily what you want to be doing. And it's not just with jobs, whatever your daily routine is. I think a lot of you are fearful that you may get stuck into a routine that's not serving you, and it's not fun, it's not exciting, and you want to off yourself or whatever. Don't do that. So I that's just a feeling I'm getting. This may not resonate with everybody, but I think a lot of you fear the mundane, the routine becoming your life, and no one wants that. So we got to look at that fear. If you have that fear, what can you do to change it? What can you do to change your daily routine so it's more in alignment with your excitement, with your highest excitement, with what really you're passionate about? So use this fear as a guide towards change. All right, let's look at this card, which represents what to celebrate this Halloween or this Samhain season, and we've got the stars. Celebrate your connection to everything, your connection to all that is. This is a very emotional card. I feel emotional when I see the star. As someone who's bearing their soul, exposing themselves, and that can be a very risky thing. But I think it's also one of the most uplifting and transformative and just freeing things there is to open yourself up and be vulnerable. So show your gratitude for that. Show some celebration in the fact that you're willing. You're a water sign. You're willing to open up. You're willing to express yourself. You're willing to be hurt. You're willing to hurt other people. And I think that's all great. Don't hurt other people. But I mean, just the idea of just being open, I think is something to celebrate. Not everyone can experience that. Some people are closed off. So I think you should celebrate your openness and really show gratitude for who you are and your strength in that area. And the last card we have is what to contemplate, what to think about this Halloween or this Samhain season. And we've got the Four of Pentacles. Have you been feeling greedy? Have you been feeling selfish? Have you been too protective of your possessions, or possibly of maybe your emotions, or maybe your ideas? Have you been too protective? Have you been holding on too tight? And we just talked about the star and being open and free, but we're human beings, okay? There's a dark side and there's a light side. And so while you may be open and expressive in certain respects, I get the feeling that a lot of you, just like most humans, are maybe a little bit too covetous of something. Maybe, we don't like to share our money. Maybe we don't like to share our time. Maybe we don't like to share our food or share our clothes. So how have you been holding on too tightly to the physical, or maybe even the non-physical? And just something to think about this Halloween, and think about that, and maybe see about making a change. I don't know. Okay. All right, Pisces friends, now that we've seen the cards as a whole, a lot of water energy here. I do feel as though your positives really have to do with the emotions, and your negatives really have to do with kind of expectations. You can see the emotional cards here, and the cards dealing with expectation down here. So as above, so below, So I definitely feel as though you need to hold on, to those you need to hold on to those new emotions and really accept them. Don't, when people get new emotions, sometimes they'll turn away from them. I don't like that. So I'm not going to try to feel that. I'm going to stuff it down in a box, and then that's not healthy. So hold on to that this Halloween. Let go of your expectations. Whenever you have expectations, you're putting up a wall. You're putting up a barrier. You're setting yourself up for failure, because if something great happens, but it's not in alignment with your expectation, you're not going to see it as great. You're going to see it as a failure. And so why would you want to see a great thing as a failure? It's not helping. You're putting up walls. You're doing a great job of turning away from what no longer serves you. But I think a lot of you are fearful of being caught in a routine that's not serving. So think about that. If you're good at leaving things that don't serve you, think about maybe leaving a routine that's not serving you. You should celebrate the fact that you're open, you're expressive, you're in tune with the higher realms, you're in tune with source energy. Celebrate that fact this Halloween, but also think about how you've been closed off. Think about how you've been selfish in whatever way it's manifested for you. All right, Pisces friends, that is the reading. Hope you got something out of that. Remember, this is a general reading. Not everything applies to everybody. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so through my website. It's www.lightofriga.com, and the link is in the description box below. Be sure to do the YouTube things, the liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, all the things you do on this channel to help spread the word and spread the healing. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for all your interactions. And I think that's it. I want to wish you all a happy, safe, and fun Halloween or Samhain. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.